Thank you. So my name is Linas, and today I will talk about cryptocurrency adoption and the current state of cryptocurrencies. I believe that cryptocurrencies are the true future of payments, and to go ahead from my speech to the conclusion, I don't think banks are that needed in the future. I think they will have to adopt and to do some service and to help people maybe in custodial services or something like that. So I will do a short introduction. So I run a private exchange called Kaiserex. We are serving investors and our clients since 2015 September. I have built in 2015 the first cryptocurrency portfolio based on fundamental analysis. So we did extremely well in 18 months. The portfolio was live. We have outperformed the market with less risk and more gain comparing to Bitcoin and the market itself. And we successfully liquidated that in 2017 August. So my specialty is doing fundamental analysis and research. So to start with statistics and adoption today. As you can see, in 2014, only about 25 cryptocurrency funds were established. Only until 2017, cryptocurrency funds started incorporating at a very fast pace, so it tripled. Over 150 cryptocurrency funds have been incorporated in 2017, and in 2018, the similar pace is being kept, and as many funds are being incorporated right now. You can see an interesting chart with crypto assets under management. Even with a huge collapse in price in 2018, starting the bear market, the assets under management are still climbing. So if you have been tracking the prices of cryptocurrencies, it has gone down as much as 70 or 80%. And currently, crypto funds manages about 8 billion worth of USD in cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency exchanges. So starting 2018, we were about 180 exchanges. Now about 40 more exchanges launched in the last 10 months. This means that the industry is growing and more competition is arising, which also means that clients and retail customers can expect better service, better rates, and more reliability. Also, bigger players such as Bakkt are starting a huge project. Bakkt is a project which is supposed to be a trading platform for cryptocurrencies. The company behind it is the same company, Intercontinental Exchange, which launched New York Stock Exchange. They are planning to be operational and to launch in November. So such infrastructure changes and growth is very important for mainstream adoption. And they are working together with Microsoft, and they also have such merchants as Starbucks lined up to start using immediately their service. So you will probably be able to buy coffee with Bitcoins in Starbucks in coming years. Another thing from the investment world, Fidelity. Fidelity Investments is a 72-year-old investment firm which manages more than 7 trillion in assets. And they also have 13,000 financial institutions as their clients. So earlier this month, they have announced that they have custodial services for cryptocurrencies. So they will allow their clients to deploy capital and to get exposure in cryptocurrencies. So currently, they are allowing their clients to buy Bitcoin and similar cryptocurrencies. Derivatives. This part of my presentation will become a little bit more depressive. Not only good and positive statistics will be shown. So This is a chart from bitmex.com, a futures trading platform, which allows their clients to buy Bitcoin and other altcoin futures with leverage up to 100x. So as you can see, their trading volumes in 2017 was in millions. Now their monthly trading volume is over 100 billion. So this is also a hugely growing market, but derivatives are a two-edged sword because it allows you to buy the asset without actually buying it. So you have exposure to Bitcoin price, but you don't need to actually buy that. So for investors, this is very important to understand because in the short term, this kind of derivative infrastructure can be an obstacle and a roadblock for the price to go up. So if volatility is low and someone is selling Bitcoin, which we don't have, it is difficult for the price to rise. But it will eventually solve out once the volatility strikes in, and the outcome of that will be the volatility gets even higher when the sellers have to buy back. Transactions. So this is a sad part. In green, you can see Bitcoin transactions compared to PayPal, Visa, and MasterCard. So it is trying to catch up, but Bitcoin is about 10 times behind PayPal and about 100 times behind Visa or MasterCard in the terms of transaction count. This chart shows transaction size. So mean transaction value of Bitcoin is about $16,000, and the median transaction value is under $500. So this shows us that average Bitcoin transaction is around $500, like average user sending something like that. So it should be considered as a different thing, should be not compared to Visa in transaction count sentiment, because Visa is probably counting all these transactions that are paid for coffee in $2, paid for your supper or lunch $10 and that. So it should be reasonable to count the total sum of money transacted. So this slide I have borrowed from a very smart guy, Nick Carter. I saw it in another conference, and he made a chart of Bitcoin transaction throughput. So Visa is doing about 30 billion daily transactions, 30 billion USD per day, and Bitcoin is doing about 30 times less. But as you can see, Bitcoin has already surpassed Western Union from the transaction throughput perspective. Also, it has surpassed over-the-counter gold transactions during their peak period in 2017 December. Another sad part, Bitcoin ATMs. So, as you can see, in United States, there are about 2,000 Bitcoin ATMs, comparing to 400,000 regular ATMs. So this is a significantly underdeveloped sphere, which needs a lot of work. And other countries are even worse. Acceptance among merchants. So about 40 or 42 million merchants accept Visa or MasterCard cards, comparing to about under 14,000 merchants accepting cryptocurrencies. This is also very underdeveloped. And this is the charts from localbitcoins.com, the platform which allows to buy cryptocurrencies with cash. So the most loving countries for cryptocurrencies are from Latin America, because they cannot rely on their own currency the government offers. This is from Colombian, Peruvian, and Venezuelan charts, how we are trading and how much cryptocurrency are we buying. And it seems like the volume is increasing exponentially, because Venezuela is pretty bad with inflation. So these countries have to adopt cryptocurrencies out of sheer necessity, because they don't have any other alternative. This is my favorite slide. this is about banks. So it's not statistics based, it's from my personal experience working from a cryptocurrency exchange. So as you can see, banks are still in Stone Age, because if you are at a retail client which wants to invest in cryptocurrencies buy or sell, you are probably fine because you won't have problems. But if you have anything related to crypto in your business, your main issue will be to find a banking partner you can trust, because no bank will want to work with you. Even if you do very well your KYC and AML, you will have problems. Either you will have to pay crazy fees on incoming, outgoing transactions, or you will have to lie to your bank what you are actually doing. I know a story from a Lithuanian bank. I won't mention the name, it's from 3 letters. So a software development company which received money from a cryptocurrency ICO, I think. We were developing software for the cryptocurrency company. We got their bank account closed and got a message to take out all the money in like 48 hours and get lost. So this is it, and they don't have anything to do with crypto, they just do software. So in this case, banks, commercial banks are completely useless because they are creating obstacles to create infrastructure and to work. Because if you want to build infrastructure in cryptocurrency space, you need funding and you need to interact with fiat. A good thing from our central bank, we have came up with a pretty good infrastructure to get your own e-money license. So they are very nice and helpful with that. So there are solutions to do SEPA payments in Europe, but for SWIFT and international payments, it's still a huge problem. And that's it. If you have any questions, I welcome them. Yeah, and if you would like to.
Thank you so much. And one question that we have actually, thanks God, not from the bank that has 3 letters in that name. So, Gediminas.
Yeah, actually, I also thought about mentioning cryptocurrencies in my presentation as well as one of alternative payments in the future that could be. But actually, what is happening nowadays, you see that it's cash money that you want to do something illegal, usually flocking towards crypto. And actually, that's why it's lots of like money laundering happening there. And that's why central banks, most of central banks, of course, it depends in the world, there are different positions from central banks, really regulate that. And that's why actually banks cannot really risk of losing license to risk all the business just because of having something related with the crypto. So actually, crypto could really work in case it is actually really legal and regulated, properly regulated. And then also banks will kick in and will play the role. So the question to you, what do you think about this, about regulation in crypto? You haven't mentioned anything about that.
Yes, I think our central bank has a very good common sense about what to do, and they don't have any problem with banks working with crypto. Banks have a problem working with crypto. They are lazy and they don't want to risk it. I would do the same probably if I were a banker, but it's a lazy thing to do. And you will probably be better. You will probably be better off in the next 5 years, but after that, I think a lot of people will need to find a new job. No.
Thank you, Linas. Thank you so